My favorite company will be Pepsi, basically because of two reasons. Number one is the product line. They have like majorly catered themselves to the product of beverages, that too the snack time beverages and the snacks, basically like Cheetos, Kurkure, and then Lay's, and along with that, the chips, and then comes the Pepsi, the Mirinda, the Dew, and most of these are associated with sports enthusiasm, to something new, doing something like of great zeal and enthusiasm, great energy is associated with all these products. Along with that, going with the factor that family bonding with this show. Like in the ads of Pepsi, they see that the family should live together and see all those cricket and all these together. Then in Kurkure, the family, all these things are based on family, then enthusiasm, and then youth. So that's why I like the brand more. And they take like reputed artists to show the products, and the ones who are brilliant, doing real brilliant in their work. Like they take Virat Kohli from cricket, then they have taken Ranveer Kapoor. So all these things inform that Pepsi is my favorite company. Who's your role model and why? So my role model, I'll be saying that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is my role model because he has shown us that it's not just that on if you are not even like if you don't play the textbook cricket, you can still excel in it if you are given freedom to thought. If you have a good mind, if you have the presence of mind there, and if you can innovate things, you can't do anything. You don't need to have all the textbook knowledge of this thing. That because we know that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is not at all a textbook cricket player who shows that those particular cover drives or the lab glances. He is someone who will play a shot of his own kind. He has a power to hit outside the ground, so he will hit. And he knows that the ultimate motive is to score runs ethically, like being in the rule of cricket, is to score runs. Similarly, a person in a business should be that one should know how to make profits. May in the ethnic code of conduct and not going out of it. Third, if I prefer completing the work late and see, that depends on the sort of work that we get because sometimes we are associated with deadlines, and in that case, if we submit late work, even if it is too good, it is not that good. It is not even accepted. Like you don't even get a chance that your work is being like marked. Your work is being reviewed. So in that cases, I'll go with even substandard work but complete work within time, and then there are things in which you are given a timeline, but it is said that you know that it can be extended. So in that case, I like to go with completing the work maybe an hour or so late than the deadline, but an hour or so only, not very late, because very late is a very negative line. Okay, so I wrote playing table tennis as my hobby. So something that people conventionally think that is someone who can hit the ball fast and can spin can win the matches, but it is completely opposite. Like not again, just as I said, playing a textbook cricket or playing a textbook table tennis is not the only thing. You can win by other ways by reading the game of the person playing in front of you and all these things. So TT is all about playing with the mind of the other person rather than showing your own strengths. Because most of the times, even in the international table tennis matches, all the players are equipped with the good speed as well as spin. But if you play the other one's mind better and know his weaknesses and all these things, you can easily overcome him. What is really okay. So Niti Aayog versus the Planning Commission. So Planning Commission basically had 8 members, 8 permanent members, with a few associate members, part-time members, and the role of state in them was very low. So now, as the Niti Aayog has come in, and less number of permanent members are there, and more number of part-time members are there associated with state governments and different industries, different companies, and different criterias. So what is that making is making the decision making more fragile. Like if we have to make a particular decision on, say, Maggie, as a Maggie cane, and we have to make a decision on that, then the industry, the FMCG industry related to those regulatory related to those things will come up and do the work, do the thinking part on it, and so that the result will be more oriented to that product, to that particular industry, and that will have a greater, like, increased efficiency rather than a same panel taking decision on all and every subject may or may not be of their knowledge. And secondly, increasing the role of state governments rather than in the that so segmented problem, segmented replies to several problems could be done, which is again a very good thing. Make in India. Okay. So like strongly think that yes, Make in India is making some changes, is like into the flow of making things happen for India, like lifting up of some regulatories and easing of many regulatories have created the platform for the industries to come in India and do their work. But still, it's not that much because India is associated with a lot of regulatories. I say when you say production basis, you have to have a land for the which there are land acquisition bills. You have to have a lot of certificates verified, starting and all these. So the list of certificate verification becomes so longer that the production before the production unit is like making of production unit is more difficult than increasing the production. And also along with side the fall in the production area of from production from China is a big boom for India, and the resources and the labor it has and the engineer India has, so India can eventually it can fruitfully use them to be on the upfront.